Hi guys, I'm back with Laura Ricci, and she is talking to us a little bit about how to simplify nutrition. And specifically, she's going to tell us a little bit about how she supports her clients and sort of her philosophy around nutrition. So thanks so much, Laura, for being here and for being willing to share a little bit about your practice. And yeah, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks for having me. So I support my clients mostly through my weekly meal prep services, Kitchen Healing Co. And with this, I try to make eating well simple and attainable for everybody by taking care of the planning, the grocery shopping, the cooking, and the cleanup. This saves clients literally hours every week. So if time is your biggest concern to standing in your way to healthier eating, then this service is for you. So I create weekly customized menus based off of clients' specific dietary needs or likes and dislikes or any health goals that they may have. And I work with them to address those through the food that I make. So whether you have specific goals in mind or you just want to save time and eat vegetables, I work with clients to meet their needs. And if you're looking for a bit more in-depth nutrition and lifestyle advice, then we can work on that as well. So my approach to nutrition and wellness is, again, to make things simple, easy, and enjoyable. If it's not enjoyable, it's not going to really be very sustainable for you. So there doesn't really have to be kind of rules and absolutes about health and wellness. I think that there's no one size fits all approach to health. So I think one of the biggest things is that we've become so disconnected with our bodies and with our own intuition. And so we need to start tuning into all these different signals that our body is giving us through different symptoms that we may experience. And so we don't have to be perfect in order to see results or, be healthy. We just have to kind of work at it and find some balance. I think that balance is really important to wellness and moderation. The 80-20 rule is a great kind of way to live. 80% of the time you engage in habits that are health promoting, and then 20% of the time you just kind of have some treats or take some days where you go on vacation, things like that. And I also think that health and wellness has a lot to do with mindset, like pretty much anything else. But sometimes it's literally about making a decision to, do something and then just sticking to that. And it might be really, really hard at the beginning, but over time, it gets easier. You get used to doing it. And you just have to make that conscious decision every day to keep working at it. And eventually it'll be just part of your life.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. I love pretty much everything that you said there. It's all, really, really powerful. And I think it's really great. Like I would bet that there's a lot of people that would take you up on that offer, in terms of okay, you've taken away the need for me to be creative about what I'm going to feed my family this week. You've taken away the need for me to go to the grocery store and buy those ingredients for the creative recipe that I had to come up with. You've taken away the time that I needed to spend in the kitchen cooking that and cleaning up after that. And, so that's a really amazing offer. And just a few specific questions around that. Do you have an option where people can say, Laura, I'd like you to cook me dinners for the week, but I'm good for breakfasts and lunches?
Yeah, in fact, I would say most of my clients, that's what I do. I create dinners for them, and a lot of the times there is leftovers if they want to have those for lunch. But I would say generally it's dinners and sometimes snacks that people are looking for most.
Awesome. Excellent. And I did really love when you highlighted the 80-20 rule. I feel like I talk a lot about the 80-20 rule as well in with clients, just this idea that, you know, yeah, 80% of the time food is fuel. We're fueling our bodies. And then 20% of the time we're feeding our soul, we're feeding our social lives, we're feeding our sweet tooth, we're feeding that component of us that isn't just about fuel and nourishment. It's about nourishing your heart with chocolate chips or whatever it is that is your go-to. So anyway, Laura, how do people connect with you in terms of accessing your services? And, you know, if anyone does want to look into this meal preparation, where can they find you?
Yeah, so they can go to my website, kitchenhealingco.com, and you can read about my services more there, as well as you can send me an email. The email would be info@kitchenhealingco.com, but you can also just fill out the submission form on the website. And then I'm also on Instagram at Kitchen Healing Co.
Perfect. Okay, I will definitely put that in the notes so that people can find you. Thank you so much for that, Laura.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.